This video is going to show you how to do a search in our new catalog. Similar to the old catalog, you're going to have the search bar up here. By default, it's going to search by keyword. You can change this to title, start of a title, series, author, subject. So for right now, we're going to use James Patterson. And you can do this first name, last name, which have you. So a couple of recommendations will pop up. First is James Patterson himself, James Patterson without his date, either or those would work. And then here you go, some with true crime, some with some of the people that he's written with. The book James Patterson by James Patterson. But right now we're just going to do James Patterson as a search. You hit search and we'll see what this brings up. Okay, so right now it's showing the entire collection. So this is all of our CLS, and that's over 907 hits. So by default up here, you can see we can limit it to books, ebooks, audiobooks, music, and movies. So for today, well, let's limit it to books. So all you have to do is click on book. And now these will be only books in the system. You can see up here it has applied filters. So anything we do to limit it, this will come up. So our results are all the print items in our CLS that are related to James Patterson. These are books about him and books by him. If you'd like to limit it down further, you can click right over here, and these will be just items that we have in the library here in HKDPL. One thing that is different in the new catalog, it will have all types together. So for the first one here, we have regular print and we have a large print, and it'll show you right here. One says book, the other just says large print, and it will tell you that right now in the Garnival branch and the Village branch, it is available. Let's scroll down to see something that says it's checked out. So right here, right now, Private Moscow is checked out in the library here. To find out what other libraries have it, you can go, where is it? And it will show you where in the system that it's checked in right at this moment. So Greenwood Lake, Highland Falls, Palisades, and Sloatsburg. Those are the only libraries right this second that have this one checked in. Everyone else has it checked out. To place a hold, you just hit place hold. And we've already logged in. If you need to log in, it will pop up. You type in your library card number, all 14 digits, no spaces, and your PIN number. By default, the last 4 digits of your phone number. So you can choose where you want to pick it up. By default, if you use our catalog, it will be here. You can change it if you like. You can click always pick up at this location or leave that blank. If it's something that is time sensitive, for example, if you need this for a book club or you're going away on vacation for 2 months, you can choose a date that after this point you don't want the book. Okay, and then you'd hit submit hold request. Other ways you can filter this down, you can narrow your search results over here. So for example, you don't want any of his nonfiction, you just want fiction. So it'll update your results. So his autobiography will disappear and will only be his fiction. You could choose libraries that have it. You could choose by audience, so you don't want any of his graphic novels or his children's books. You just click adult. And again, it will update and filter out other results. So right now we're down to 314. You can choose format. So if you only want large print, just click large print, and it will show what large print items we have and where they are. You can choose series as well. So if you're only interested in his Women's Murder Club, there you go. And then up here you'll see these are all the applied filters you have. And if ever you want to change, you're like, no, I don't want large print, just click the minus and that will disappear. And this has now regular and large print. So let's try by subject. So say you'd like to learn knitting. We type in knitting. So they do have a couple suggestions. Knitting fiction, knitting shops fiction, different series and what have you, but let's just do knitting. Okay, so the entire collection, and this is digital and print, is almost 5,000 copies. So let's again limit it to books. We'll limit it to what we have at the library. Now this is going to have, since we just did knitting as a subject, this will have both fiction and nonfiction. So it'll teach you how to knit, and it will also have, for example, a cozy mystery where the main character runs a knitting shop. So let's do nonfiction. You want to learn how to knit. And these will bring you up all the titles we have available. And it will tell you again if it's on the shelf or if it's checked out. So this one here is checked out, but this one up here, if you want to learn how to knit socks, it's checked in. Okay. Now you can place a hold, and then we will contact you as normal when it's available for pickup. You can give us a call, and we will search for the shelf while you're on the phone, or you can just swing in and talk to us. You can also add to list or ask for more info. We'll go over adding things to list in another video though. Another point of information here is a show edition. So if you click on it, it will show you when it was published, and usually a physical description, how many pages it is, and a bit of some descriptions. Show edition is really good for books that have been reprinted. So let's do Pride and Prejudice. So let's click on show editions, and I can show you what information will come up. Since Pride and Prejudice has been reprinted so many times, this one has a long list, and you can choose which one you'd like. Again, you can show whether or not it's the version that we have in the library. You can look for where is it in the system. You can hit more info, and this will take you to the page for that book itself, which will have the description, authors, if it appears on any list. So this one here is staff picks, where it is. If this edition is not something you'd like, you can always scroll down and you can see other editions and formats as well. You can look for it or hit place hold. If ever you want to reset, just come over here to the little house, and this will take you back to the first page. At the home page, we also have suggestions for you. We have a list of what's new, and we have this by adults, YA books, kids books, CDs, as well as e-audiobooks and e-books for adults. We have lists of award winners that you can scroll through if you want to look. Children's picture books, science fiction, fiction, fantasy, movies as well. AFI 100 Greatest Movies. New York Times bestsellers, which is updated automatically. And you can choose between hardcover, fiction, hardcover nonfiction, young adult bestsellers, and children chapter book bestsellers. You can also go directly to lists that you've made, either that you've brought over from the old catalog or lists that you've made in the new catalog. And we'll show you on another video how to make your own personal lists using Aspen Discovery. So this was a brief overview of how to search in the new catalog Aspen Discovery. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call or stop by the library anytime, and we'll be happy to walk you through.